Yes, okay. 1, 2, mic check. It's recording the microphone as well. Very nice. So what I thought is we're going to make him black. That's because the majority of this model is black. And I was thinking of trying to combine some dry brushing and regular painting of the metallics to make sure that we get the entire model to our liking, basically.
Wasn't.
It's gonna be a
Didn't share Jungesicht a picture of him somewhere?
I shared a full-on. The pictures that you're seeing at the bottom now have been shared with you guys as well. With the
On
Yeah, but
Patreon.
somewhere he shared a picture exactly of this bust.
yeah, painted in a different way. Correct.
Okay, so we're going for the pictures you shared.
Well, they are a reference, so basically they will give us a guide, but you are obviously free to paint it whatever way you want to. I decided not to use the airbrush because not everybody has an airbrush. And we're gonna see that we can, as best as possible, replicate this one. But I mean, if you want him to have a different color, then feel free and be my guest. As said, everything is a suggestion. And in all honesty, these paint jobs are also aimed at helping you guys get the necessary tools in order for, future reference. Know what to do if you want to reach certain effects.
It's more about technique than color use.
Well, the color use comes in as well, but I don't want to block you guys in from trying to take some creative freedom and going for something that you like. I mean, you were being all big mouth about Gandalf going pink and then you sadly did not do it, but you're free to do
Fucking hell.
you're free to do whatever you want, yes?
Well, fine.
Yes.
Look, it's a magic trick. Ta-da!
Issue.
That is magic.
Issues. Nice.
And the reason I am painting mine black as well, Dave and Kushi, just so you guys know, one, your camera isn't on, second, your mic isn't on, so if you have any questions, I'm not hearing them. But then again, this does speak for itself,
Oh.
Sorry,
Are we going for black, or are we going to mix a black?
No, I am going for black because my bust is Gigantanorstis, okay? So it is huge. So I'll be utilizing a bunch of dry brushing, and while we're dry brushing, I might as well just explain some of the things that I do with the dry brushing, because there's actual texture on this model.
Yeah.
His hood as well as his sleeves, and also the reason I'm painting this one black is because that way I have a black that I just have on my palette and I can go back to if I want to correct any mistakes. And that is basically always the reason why you, if you've primed the black and you don't know for sure if you have the same color black in a bottle, you just start painting the model black again so you know what paint to go back to if you fuck up. And that is also the reason why I always say, like, you can't really fuck up, because if you know your paints, then you can correct as you go. Doesn't really matter. Also, I would like to welcome in Bonko for the first time here. Everybody say hello to Bonko.
Hi.
Bonko!
And I'm running a little bit behind too. Literally just got the box from downstairs.
We are going to go very, very easily. Duimgezicht is late anyway, as usual, fashionably late.
Who's waiting for you? Nobody.
Always.
So please, no rush. Take your
The
time.
police. Who said the police?
I actually.
Down my airbrush and
sprayed on.
Talking about police, I actually hit somebody with my car today.
Oh,
You
Or-
did not.
Or actually, she drove her cycle into my car,
Oh wow.
but because I
Jesus.
was on brakes on a cycling path by a roundabout, the police basically took. Ik heb hier geen camera. Of ga je haar wegbrengen? Wat is het?
but nothing happened.
Give me 1 second.
I'm so excited. Oh, look at this cutie pie. Oh my god. I love it. Wow, brushes is so big. Ooh,
Huge, isn't it?
it's fucking huge.
That's what they all say. Sorry, my girlfriend needs to bring a friend of hers away, so sorry for the interruption.
Bye.
But yeah, I was on brakes on a roundabout because the one for me, the roundabout was free, and I always look ahead when I'm driving. So I was like, oh, the roundabout is free. That car will probably proceed. That didn't happen, so I had to brake on the cycling path. And then all of a sudden, when that car starts driving, I drive again, and I hear a yell next to me, and this woman just fucking rides her bike into my car.
Wow.
She wasn't hurt.
No, she fell on her knee and was very dramatic about it. So I can tell you one thing. If this is going to be problematic for me, I'm gonna fucking commit fraud.
Fraud.
Well, if it's that
Why?
easy. If it's
If you
Isn't
need a
there-
lawyer, I have a good one.
Well, I don't need a lawyer. They're first gonna look at the situation and take her statement as well.
There must be cameras at this roundabout.
No. This is not the case in Holland. It's not like our city is not big enough to warrant cameras outside of the city center.
Yeah, we're
Oh,
the
hoi,
same.
daar was je weer. Give me a second. Sorry about that. But yeah,
Give you.
now I'll have to wait for a message from the Ministry of Justice. But in Holland, cyclists basically are prioritized over anything by law,
Like in Germany.
probably. And it's just fucking hilarious because the cops rolled up as well because an ambulance needed to be called. And everybody is immediately uppity about it. Where's the driver of this car? Where's the driver of this car? I'm right here, sir. So, what happened? Oh no, at first it was, you stay here, do not go away. I was like, I've been here the entire time.
Dang.
Ihre Papiere bitte.
Even though you're not doing anything.
Fucking hilarious. So yeah, now just wait until I hear from the ministry. Might get a ticket if it's judged to be completely my fault. But if that is the case,
You ran into the back of your car.
she ran into the back of my car. Yeah.
Okay. Like, you're clearly not backing up on a roundabout. I think you're gonna be okay.
No, but the issue is
You
in
know what I mean?
Holland, the fault is always with the people in the automobile if there's a cyclist included into the accident. So according to the law, they are the most vulnerable participants in traffic, and thus they are almost never liable unless it can be proven with beyond a reasonable doubt that it was the cyclist's behavior that caused the accident. But yeah, it's just fucking annoying. I had the kid with me in the car as well.
Jeez.
There's never a dull moment with you, is there?
Nope. Never.
Brush isn't dull. Very sharp, pointy tip.
Are you painting it without priming it, or did he prime it for you? Oh, you're cleaning it up. I'm sorry. I'll not mingle. Please don't hit me, mommy.
How dare you? Now it's his time. I'll just smack it with some Steinol airbrush. And it should be dry in like 5 minutes. I'll be good to
Yeah,
go.
you take your time.
And I have the titty camera already as well.
Damn. Look at you go.
While that's drying, I'm gonna clean up my lunch. Wait, multitasking.
Darth Revan.
Very bad.
Wait, did Dave leave?
Looks like.
Man, that man is an enigma wrapped in a mystery, wrapped in a fucking...
I guess his girlfriend saw Kushi and said, "You leave immediately."
You are not
Yeah.
allowed to be there now.
Who's that? You leave now.
Let me send him a message. Shut the fuck up.
Tell him, Goober, come back.
Oh, hold on. I'll join later. Something came up. Okay.
Do you guys know the singer Peyton Parrish from America?
No.
I
He
do not.
sings Viking songs, like Valhalla Calling and things like that. And I was listening today to one version of him. He was singing it. Then my Spotify continued, and there was again the same song, him with two other singers, and one singer is called the Bass Voice. Damn, I was so scared as he started to sing.
He is
You'll have-
called the best voice. That is his acting name.
No, the bass, not best, the Bass Voice.
Okay.
Bass.
Oh, the
You'll have-
bass voice.
You'll have
Yeah.
to send us a link.
Yeah, dude.
Brush liquor,
It's,
should I prime with gray, white, or black?
Black. You're gonna paint him black regardless, but
You
You
sure that I'm gonna pick black?
oh, you can paint him whatever color you want. The primer should dictate the rest of the colors joining in. So if you add black as a primer, the colors beneath it that get put on top of it will be muted out more. So
Okay. Yeah.
but I chose black because his clothes are black, and with a bunch of dry brushing we're gonna try and get a little bit of volume on here, you know, get this bitch a little bit more 3D-ified and all that jazz.
Hell yeah, brother.
Sprinkle a little bit of salt on that bitch, you know.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Sorry. You're gonna have to edit that out of the recording of this lesson. Right?
Sadly, no, this will be eternalized clips and probably memed on the channel. I'm sorry.
What?
It's what you signed up for. I hope you read the small print.
Shit. I give up my the license to my body to join this.
Alright. So I'm just gonna do one layer. Y'all with the white prime models, best check if everything is covered properly. And if you
Kind of
don't,
tempted. Oh god.
if you don't get full coverage with a singular layer of the color, then add another one. Or not, I mean, you're free to do whatever, but giving it a second swipe of the color will most definitely make it look black and cover nicely. I am happy you guys chose this guy, by the way. It's one of the coolest looking Star Wars characters.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know even where he's playing a
right.
role.
Oh,
Knights
My
of the Old
God.
Republic, I believe.
when I played KOTOR as like an 8-year-old kid on like my dad's shitty laptop in like 2003, it changed my fucking life forever. I had no idea storytelling could even be like that. I had no idea a universe even existed in Star Wars that was tens of thousands of years older than the movies.
Yeah.
It's fucking nutty, that story. Like, I get chills just thinking about it. The music in that game, like
Oh no.
all of it. It is one of the greatest RPGs. Like, that would be the best RPG before 2010. Hands down. And I don't know what was 2010 to 2020, but BG3 after 2024, it's essentially as important as BG3 is nowadays.
I think
But-
Darth Revan and Darth Nihilus look amazing. Nihilus is the one with the white mask and the red decoration on it. But then again,
You know, there was Darth Revan, like sort of before Darth Revan became Darth Revan, he had a white cloak, like a tan white cloak and like green and blue lightsabers.
he was
Same
just
like
Revan.
red masks. He was just Revan, yeah.
And then he Darthed himself.
Are we doing one purple lightsaber and one red?
You can do the lightsaber whichever colors. It's just about applying a OSL effect with probably a dry brush and some painting without using an airbrush.
Okay.
But then in some versions he has like 2 red ones, in other ones he has a red and a purple one, in other ones he has like, I mean, I think it's just whatever, to be fair. Whatever floats your boat.
Whatever.
Whatever floats your boat.
That's why I think
I
that shared purple in all the colors.
See. It's also just to make sure that you guys have paints that you know, enjoy. But this is basically the most prevalent version of him.
Can I use oil paints for this?
You can do whatever. Just my knowledge of oil paints isn't that big as regular paints. Whatever you feel comfortable with. Bye, Gray! That was my musically yawn.
How big is your model, Brush?
Are you talking about the model or the model?
Yes, I asked the. We are painting here.
I
And it's
believe
recorded,
I believe the body is 12 centimeters.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Bienvenue.
Evening.
Hello.
I
Welcome
won't
in.
be. I just wanted to let you know I won't be able to make it tonight.
Everything alright?
Just the baby has a hard time. So
Oh, I'm sad to hear. Well, it's being recorded, so if you want to catch up, you can just do it in your own time. I'll probably upload the episode tomorrow.
cheers. Thank you.
Alright, my guy. All the best to you, the family and the baby, brother.
Oh, don't worry, it happens. Eh?
Hey, it does it does happen, man.
You'll know soon.
Very much so, yes.
Have a good evening, everyone.
Thank you so
You
much.
too.
Thank you. Also,
Appreciate
Bye-bye.
you letting us know.
Bye.
Take care.
Oh, it's normal. See ya.
Bye. You guys want to see a sneak peek of a bust in the making?
Yeah. Is this
Yes.
the one for next month? Oh.
wow. I want.
Wow, she's hot.
Nice.
Oh no, that's a guy. I'm sorry.
Doesn't matter.
I just I
He
apologize.
didn't tell you which specific pronoun he wanted used, so you're still free.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's true. He can probably never tell us because he's a fucking inanimate object.
Maybe he'll whisper it to you when you're asleep one time.
Pronouns are sexy.
Some of these people in Discord, man. God damn. Gotta love them. Let me see. So my suggestion would be that we just let the black dry. And we paint the lightsabers first. Foist. And we're gonna undercoat those lightsabers with white first because they will be the brightest objects. The brightest rods on the, well, miniature, quote unquote. I think this is one of the biggest models I've ever painted, to be fair.
I'm gonna AFK while I have my airbrush mask on.
Yeah, do your thing. Oh my god, Maddie, look at you fucking rebel.
Sorry, I've been like half muted because Rev just got in, but I heard, oh my god, Maddie.
Yeah. Are you going for a red leather?
I'm not following you guys at all. I'm gonna do my own thing.
Yeah, it's all
Because
good. You going pink?
fucking can. Yeah, I think so.
I
Since
like it.
Gandalf wasn't pink, we're gonna go pink and purple.
You need to redeem yourself, correct?
Apparently.
Apparently. Has Darth Rev already explained to you what went wrong with your
Oh yeah, so the compressor was working, but there was an issue with the airbrush.
Oh, yeah, probably the ball
So-
point not go pushing down on the
Something like that.
Feel free to use the good one.
So, yeah, it wasn't me being stupid. Apparently, it was just the airbrush.
Hey, but now you know.
Now I do know.
I'll just be applying the white to the lightsabers.
Ay, ay, ay. What?
I'm using white immediately because this dead white from Vallejo covers really nicely. If you have a white that covers less well, you might want to do a light gray before you put on the white.
White?
I'm sorry?
Going to use Corix white?
Are you actually going to use Corix white?
No, I was joking.
Okay. I'm just double checking with you, you never know.
I was joking because last time, I don't know, was on stream or here in the Hangout. We talked about that, I don't know anymore.
Yeah. Corix white is basically the stuff of nightmares.
Yeah. when I painted the cloak black, I'm going to paint with death white too.
Yeah, just take your time. We're just making sure that the entirety of the sketch is in place, basically, and any imperfections on the white shouldn't be that problematic. Welcome in, doom 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 doomka. How are you doing, man?
Papi? Papi Muñeño?
I'm good.
Nice.
You guys want to see something amazing and totally relevant to what we're painting?
Is it
Yes,
a
please.
working airbrush?
You are probably
It
already
isn't.
done.
I'm not already done. Hold on. So, Mr. Revanosha, my man, had a midlife crisis.
My man.
Revenosha.
Yeah.
And spent a disgusting amount of disgusting amount of money on cosplay.
Really?
Oh, cosplay.
Yeah.
Oh, Princess Leia incoming.
Yeah, Princess Leia confirmed. 2 secs. I'm just grabbing the pictures.
So, Manny, how do you feel about going Princess Leia?
It's Rev that's going Princess Leia.
Yeah, not me.
His childhood
There we go.
fantasy is coming true.
I've put pictures in the doobly-doo.
Let me check in a second.
Oh, nice.
Super nerd.
But to be honest, I think Jumge does the same with his orcs at home.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
With my what?
With your orcs.
You are an orc.
Whoa! Shots
Yeah.
fired.
But where are your papers?
Doomka.
Up came in and I folded it in my papers and I ate it.
Nice. Have you primed your model already?
Yeah.
What color did you prime him?
The black.
My man.
Saves me a ton of work.
Yes. However, you are going to paint him black once more, at least one layer
Yeah, hot.
from the bottle. And then make sure that the lightsabers are white, because they will be the brightest source of color on the
Yeah.
model.
That one I saw coming. Yes.
Yes.
I shall make it white, my boy.
I shall make it white, my boy.
Are you going white or are you going dirty ass Corex?
For the rods, I'm going pure white. What you could do if you don't have a good white, first do a layer of light gray, and then add the layer of white.
I have Vallejo that white.
Oh my god, you're such a monster.
I know, man. Oh, we're gonna slap them daggers. All right.
Slippity slap.
Where's Darth?
I don't know, man. He was here, and then he muted himself, then he left, and he said, I'll be back later. Something came up.
I have a theory.
A film theory. Well, that killed the conversation immediately.
Yeah.
No?
Dimka, you want to tease? Look.
I want a tease. Oh wait. Depends on what.
Don't give him, he came too late.
This is the bust in making by Barvai. He's working on it now.
I can send you a Loot Studios one that looks like twin brother of that.
Really?
Yeah, not joking.
Possibly, yeah.
For who is he making it?
For
Why? Listen.
me.
For who, you goober?
For me, you goobers. Both of y'all.
Why?
Why you can?
Because we can. He asked me, like, can we collaborate on something? I was like, sure. And I was like, cool. I mean, I cannot model. He can model. I have enough ideas, and he's learning as he is, so might as well.
You can paint now.
I'm sorry, what was that?
No, nothing. Going from black to white is fucking horrendous.
Yeah.
Gonna take a few coats.
Well, it doesn't have to be perfect. We're gonna go over it still, but you want that whole idea of this being the brightest part of the model.
Are you gonna OSL the shit out of it with the lightsabers, or?
We are going to OSL it, and we're going to do that using a dry brush and regular brushes.
Tomorrow I changed the lightsabers and put LEDs inside, I swear.
I'm sorry, what?
Well, you could like 3D print it with transparent resin and put an LED in the handle.
Yeah.
Best OSL in the world.
Is only the cloak black or are the arms too? The arms too, okay.
Yeah, so anything that looks
All
like
the cloth.
cloth is black. And we're gonna be dry brushing a lot on this one. At least I will be, as this is quite a giant model. But yeah, if you feel like you need to build up too many layers, you can just do gray, build up the gray, and then the white should be a little easier. If you have an airbrush, you're more than free to use it, of course. But I will not be using it simply for the fact that not everybody has a airbrush.
Yeah. Okay. First color is on.
Oh, Salah. See, and this is exactly the reason why we painted the black over the black primer, so that you can easily correct like tiny
Yeah, if you
mistakes.
make mistakes.
And the beautiful thing about this one is that it's very clear where one lightsaber breaks the light of the other, because there's no cross section in between the light. So there's only a very slight divider line.
The fudge is bonkers doing.
She just received her model, so she's priming it at the
Priming?
moment.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright.
Priming. I am sorry.
So that was the layer of Corex. Now we're gonna whiten it. Okay, they are white.
Very nice. Very good, very nice, very nice, very good. I think I'm gonna add one more layer. And now I am contemplating whether or not we just start dry brushing everything. We can also just take a small break so that Bonko can catch up. Whatever you guys want. Thank you. Don't speak all at once, please.
Okay.
Sorry, I got the hair dryer on.
Oh, okay.
Hair dryer. Wait, what?
Hair dryer?
For what?
To dry the paints quicker.
Oh, lol.
I don't have a hair dryer.
Your girlfriend doesn't have one either?
I'm not going to use it.
I just bought a cheap craft one. It was like £12 or something.
That's I should be it should be like set in like 3 minutes, 5 minutes.
Yeah, you do your thing, man. No rush. Never rush. Rushing will have you get females drive their bike into your fucking car, so.
Oh,
This is fair. This is true.
It is true.
Right, so the white spots are black again. Yes.
We'll be right back.
Alright.
That's all.
Do-da-do-da-do-do. Do-da-do-da-do-do. Oh, also this one will contain a little bit of homework due to the fact that we got delayed a week.
Oh no.
But we can just hop on together if you guys want. It will just not be a Patreon session. It will just be a regular session where we paint it together if you guys wouldn't mind.
Yeah, that would be cool.
alright, I'll have mine done by tomorrow, don't you worry.
Hi, my name is Maddie. I don't care what you say. I'm gonna do my own thing.
God damn.
Yeah. That Maddie will be finished hers tomorrow.
Probably.
Yeah.
Doodaloo, doodaloo, doodaloo. Just fingering his hole.
Maddie, are you going to use your super duper inks on this one?
I don't actually know.
So the answer is yes.
I guess.
Well,
I don't know. 2 minutes later. Yep.
Yep, I do.
no, I don't know because he's got really nice detail on the armor, like all those lines and stuff. And I'm not sure I want to layer anything
Fuck
textured
off.
on
Is this
top of that.
Is this Revanovsha? Did he buy a Darth Revan outfit?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
What a goober.
What's up?
Amazing, isn't it?
I stopped painting. I don't want anymore.
Why did he not? Why did he not fucking make it himself? He doesn't paint, so he used all his spare time to make an outfit.
I don't know. He had like a midlife crisis years ago. It was before we got together.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I like how his hood goes emo on him.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
Yeah, on the first picture. Fucking lovely.
Oh, that's sick. I'm seeing the photos now. That is a wonderful midlife crisis.
Isn't it just?
In it, mate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Would be awesome if you went to bed with that shit on.
Ready
Just
now.
lays down next to you, and you're like, "The fudge is this?"
The fuck?
Come off.
Silence, lady. I have come to lay down and rest, please.
Would be awesome.
Okay, so for the next step, I think it would be a smart thing that we just start dry brushing. But Kushi, I think you
Yep.
gotta catch up a little bit, right?
Yes.
So I
But,
suggest.
I mean, it would paint the cloak black, paint the lightsaber white, and then dry brushing
Oh.
it.
Yeah,
Look
but
at Maddie already going with purples. Goddamn.
but I suggest we take a small break so you can catch up for a little while. You can just,
Sure.
see the steps that we're going through. And then I suggest I'm gonna take Hull Red, which is basically like a brown red for a dry brush. And I'll be mixing purple with a little bit of black to get that purple glow. Heart attack.
Okay, hold on.
What I really
What
need is
color of
black
purple?
But I'm gonna mix this in with a little bit of black.
Is it like very dark?
Yes.
Is it equivalent a little bit to Nagroth?
I don't know, I don't have Nagaroth. But if you mix in black, it'll be dark.
Okay, and a red brownish one, so Doombill.
Something like Doombull, but a little bit darker. It doesn't have to be like extremely dark, but we're gonna dry brush it onto the armor and the basically anything that's over here on the model. So the outsides where the lightsaber light would hit, basically. So one will be red, one will be purple. If I remember correctly, this one would be purple, this one would be red. Doesn't really matter, to be fair. I mean, all the Star Trek nerds can suck a fat lightsaber.
Lol.
And
Talking
sorry,
about Trek
What?
people love Star Wars.
what?
What do you say? I'm a Star Trek nerd.
Yeah. Well, it's like a fat lightsaber.
Already have.
And what we're gonna do is we're gonna lay down the first layer of light, basically coming up, which is always the darkest because it'll be the farthest away, and we're gonna build up layers while dry brushing. That's basically what we're gonna work towards, whatever. English.
Aren't you going to do the armpits and everything first? Before dry brush?
Well, otherwise I would have said that we're gonna do the arm pads first.
Right.
Why would we do that first?
So you have the armor done and then the glow effect is on the armor?
Yeah, but dry brushing. Do you guys want to go metallic or do you guys want to go NMM?
TMM, please.
TMM.
Yeah.
Metallic.
Metallic.
What's a TMM and what's an NMM is not metallic metal. What's TMM?
TMM is true metallic metal. That does include a lot of mixing and a lot of homework.
Does that include? Wait, you guys. I just bought Silver Leaf off of Amazon.
No, I don't know. Would you want to
looks
just
like-
stick it on?
Refund. Yeah, why not? Fuck it.
Okay. I just bought a silver ink, so for me it wouldn't be no trouble at all.
Oh, Liquitex? Fuck yeah. Juicy.
But you want a TMM, so if nobody doesn't want
just-
TMM, then we go TMM.
No.
I'm
Metallics.
gonna give you a headache if you like that.
Yeah,
No,
thank
please
you.
no.
Who said
Again.
TMM?
Thanks.
Headache
so-
again. God damn.
Okay, so then we're going to do the pads in a minute, but let's just let Cushy catch up then. I'm gonna grab a quick cup of coffee. Then when I get back, we're gonna start building up all the colors.
I just have a really quick question before you get coffee. True metallic metal, That's that's using metal paints,
Correct.
Yes.
or and non-metallic metal is using like matte paint to replicate the look of
Yes.
Correct.
metal. Okay. It seems a bit easier to do true metallic metal than.
Can be easier, but we're now we are going to mix in colors because the lightsaber is so close to the mask, and the mask has red elements as well. So yeah, kind of depends what you guys want. To be fair, I was trying to make Dan Gezicht's most horrible wish come true. You know, kind of like a monkey paws thing.
Oh, that's not. That's easy to do, man.
What do
You
you
will
mean?
succeed.
to make your nightmare come true?
Yeah.
So my idea was to do the most of the OSL effect, so everybody has a sketch, and then basically have you guys do the metallic paints in your own time, and then next lesson we take the time to blend in the OSL effects on the metallics. That was my idea.
Love that.
So basically what we're going to do is we're going to dry brush sketch the glow of the light, so the orb of, or the glow of the light basically. Dave, Davey, Darth,
Dave.
hello.
Hello.
Welcome
Sorry.
in. Did you get any painting done?
No, I got interrupted like in the first few minutes, so I just got back.
No problem at all. What color did you prime your model?
Black, as instructed.
Okay, then paint the rest of the model black with one of your black from the bottles.
Okay.
And then you're gonna paint the lightsabers white. So I suggest everybody else go grab a cup of coffee. We'll lengthen the lesson a little bit because we have 2 slackers in the team now.
Oh, I got an airbrush next to me, so the black will be done quickly.
Yeah, feel free to use whatever tool you have. I'm gonna use brushes because Bourbon Kid is too poor to buy a airbrush. But
and duim.
Oh yeah, and duim gezien.
My dinner is going to be done shortly, so I will be leaving this one early.
Oh yeah, and Maddie can't get hers to work, so we're just gonna use brushes.
But I primed it black. Do I have to apply another set of black?
Yes.
I mean, isn't it black enough?
Well, it is black enough, man.
Primer,
And
it's
you
not
know what
paint.
they say, right? Once you go black, you never go back. But the reason why we do this is if you touch, for instance, I touched the side of the hood with white, I can use the black from the bottle to correct that. And I don't know if you mind painting with primer paint, but I do not appreciate that because it'll fuck up your brushes quite quickly. At least some primers do. So it is also in your prerogative if you want to do something like that or not. So if you're like, fuck that shit, I'm a pro painter, I don't need your suggestions. Leave me alone.
No,
Dad.
I can apply a coat of black. No worries.
No, I'm not. I'm also messing around. It is free and open to you to do as you wish. I'm just trying to give you suggestions so that in the future people don't get frustrated and stuff like that.
Right. I am away for my dinner, so I'm going to love you and leave you guys for the night.
Oh,
Bye.
okay. Did you screw up the paint job, Maddie, or is dinner truly ready?
No, dinner is like ready in 2 minutes, so.
Paint job. Yep.
Enjoy, Zay.
A good thing.
Never. Only what I did inside was how's it called, the vapors. Vaping.
Oh yeah.
I didn't hear what Arne said, but I think it's okay.
Okay, let me see what white I have. Corax white is gonna be amazing.
Do it and brush will kill you.
Yeah, Corax is not gonna cut it. Do you have a brighter one, like White
Hello.
Scar or something?
If it's Citadel, I do. Yes.
Yeah.
You just
Slap
have white
some,
paint. You just have Corex
some-
white for paint.
Slap Corex on and then some white scar maybe.
Start off with a light gray.
A light gray.
Yes. So something along the lines of
Dawnstone.
yeah.
Or Grey Seer or Mechanicus Stone. Okay.
You can start off with a Mechanicus standard, then go Dawnstone, and then try White Scar, but dilute it very well because it can be fairly chalky.
Good.
Yeah.
Bonko, you alright?
Yeah. I'm just getting black.
Black.
Black is back.
Close a window again. Jeez.
Sorry?
No, I just opened some window in my attic, but it started storming again, so I had to close the window quick.
Yeah, it feels like fall over here. Herfst.
Yes. Terrible weather.
Muy terrible.
Muy terrible.
Oh, I hate the cape. I hate it already.
Why?
There are spaces where I can't reach with a brush.
Buy bigger brush, bro. Okay. I don't know.
Well, this is also the reason why I would have expected everybody to prime it black, because the dominant shadows on here are black.
And that's why you are the professional and we are your Padawans.
Minions.
Hey, Brush actually he made a Patreon post explaining we had to prime it black. So I mean,
I did,
it's not
right?
like it. Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Yeah, Klugscheißer.
Ja, Klugscheiße. Ja. Du Klugscheiße, ja, du.
So there's no excuse.
Ja, viele Klugscheiße. Alle Klugscheiße, Dave. What does that even mean?
But you got Klugscheißer means when someone always knows better than you.
Ah,
And
yes.
when one day
Body
you are
pants.
you are one day you are so annoyed from the person, you tell him Klugscheißer.
Klugscheiße.
Klugscheiß.
Klug is intelligent, and Scheißer is shit. So I don't know how it's called in English, but
Smart ass.
Smarty pants.
smart
know
ass, yeah.
Know it all.
It's black from Chimera, one layer, and it's okay.
I don't know, I've never used Chimera, man. I want to in the future. I might even buy that set fairly soon, but first
It's
I gotta work
pretty
on it.
cool.
Pretty cool. So I'm gonna grab my
Oh, you see the
brushes.
difference in the white?
I'm sorry?
You see the difference in the white?
What do you mean?
Paint. The lightsabers are Chimera white.
I cannot see anything at the moment. Like your model is not on camera.
Wait.
It goes out.
I don't really see a difference, to be fair, but that might be the camera not picking up the slight changes.
Maybe no.
Not really. I cannot see the difference, at least.
Okay.
What important is what if you can see the difference.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, honestly, that is that is true. Let me see. I'm just gonna stay true to the lore. But if you guys want to paint yours different, so this one should be... The right hand lightsaber should be purple then, and the left hand should be red. But that is also, that is something that you guys want to do, you know. I mean, there's no actual like rules to this or anything. For me, at least.
And of course they're crossed over, so you mean...
No,
His
that is
the
keep
left.
it. No, that is having that in mind.
And is it like that color if you look at to the model or like from the backside of the model? Mm-hmm.
So looking at the model,
Looking at the model.
the
At
left
the
hand
model.
side
That's
is
it.
Alright,
purple.
okay.
The left hand side is purple. The right hand
Purple.
side is red. My camera is mirrored though, so let's add to the confusion. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
More confusion.
Confusion beaten. So for some godforsaken reason, I can't get this blue out of my dry brush. So I'm hoping this won't affect
Blue.
the paint job too much. Come on.
You start directly dry brushing?
Yes, this is in order so you have an idea of where the edges and the light source basically ends, and then we're gonna build up from there. And because there's ridges on the model,
Brush,
yes,
can you change the position of Darth Revan's pictures?
yeah, sure,
Because when you...
I can do that.
Yeah, that's good.
So I'm doing this also fairly lightly. So if you like overbrush, it won't be as prevalent.
Which color do you use now?
Purple.
Didn't you say something from brown?
Yeah, also, you've got two colors. So for the red one, you're gonna do brown, and for the purple one, or the purple blade, you're gonna do a purple mixed with black, and you can do it fairly far onto the model, but this will basically give you the edges, and we're gonna brighten it up the closer we get to the light source.
Okay. So red and black. Oh.
Normally I would use a airbrush for this, so Dave, if you want to use an airbrush to try this, feel free to do so. Get a little bit familiar with the tool and all that.
And you're dry brushing the model itself, like to spray a color near him, I guess.
I did not understand even closely what you tried to say there. So if you
I don't know. I don't even know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
Make it even
okay.
better.
Confusion is confused.
Yeah, I was painting my thingy Dawnstone now, so I was
yeah, just
otherwise.
just keep going with the lightsabers, and once you get to that step, feel free to send me a signal. Let me know.
Yeah, alright.
Do you want a purple that's like black and mixes in with the black?
Yeah, so if you look at the
Purple
model
color.
now, it's very, very subtle. Like the black
I have-
purples. If you look at my
Ah, yeah, no, they're at the edges.
it's
you see.
very
Ah,
subtle.
I have one color, that's my darkest one, it's midnight purple.
Yeah, I mean, you can mix in a little black if you want. I'm doing this so I get a feel for how bright the source of the light is, basically. For the outer edges. So if you like overbrush now with the dry brush, it doesn't really matter that much because it won't be grabbing a lot of the attention, you know? And you have an idea of how large that bubble is. Now the the lightsabers in and of themselves are quite bright as a light source, but that still means that there should be like purple on the gloves as well, and on the his upper arm as well. And I use a texture palette in order to get the dry brush rightly positioned, but if you don't have a wet palette, it doesn't really matter. You can still try and do the same with paper, kitchen towel.
Ah.
Küchenpapiere.
Again, papers.
And I'm using quite a big brush for this as well. And I apply it in circular motions because the lightsaber is quite close to it. I will be doing most of the shadows as soon as and then just try and make your mixtures become more purple as you go. And we'll be adding highlights and stuff later, but we just want to get a good feel for the lighting source basically.
That's a question for me.
9! No, I'm joking.
Okay.
Go ahead. Go
No,
ahead.
not the armor. In my case, the armor is still white.
Yes.
Now I'm going to dry brush it too, or only the black coat?
Don't think about it. You're going to be dry brushing everything. So
Yeah.
you also have a sketch, so when you start painting it on, you have an idea of how far the lightsabers goes when we start painting on the NMM with light effects, basically.
NMM with light effects.
Or, sorry, TMM with light effects, my apologies.
Okay, got it.
I do not know if you can see it.
Am I looking at something?
Yeah, I'm trying to sharpen. What is it? Scherpstellen. Hold on. Yeah. If I'm right, you can see like the purple glow on this one, right?
Yeah, really slightly though. But if
Yeah.
you can see it, and if it's there, that is important. We're gonna be adding. So now I'm mixing in a little bit of black with a more purple combination to make the purple pop out a bit more. It's not a science. You just don't wanna go brighter outside of the edges that you just put down. Basically, that's what you're looking for. So you, like with NMM for example, you don't want to go within the boundaries that you've already set with your previous layer. And there is easier ways to do this, but those are also time consuming and can be dreadful because it basically contains a lot of glazing and building up of layers. That is also why I chose to do it with a dry brush.
And when this purple dries up, it's really dark. Holy shit.
Doesn't matter, we're gonna start adding layers as we go. And we basically, what we want to do is all the black that is basically on this end of the model, we want to give it a purple hue, so when you look at the model, it actually looks like it's being brightened up. And because it's dry brushing, if you do it correctly, as in we're building up layers, it shouldn't be too problematic, as it'll look quite natural still. We're not going for perfection with this one. We just want to have it look good, basically.
Of course, we're going for perfection.
Oh, damn.
What's going on?
My purple is too dark. When I'm going to mix it with black, it's still black. And I mixed 1 part black and 2 parts purple.
You can just stick with purple then. It's also a piece of your own judgment. Just look at it this way. I'm just trying to help you get the colors correct. But you'll have to trust your own judgment, as the camera doesn't always convey the perfect colors that you're using.
That is true.
So you're gonna have to trust your own gut instinct as well. And also, something that I want to give you guys along for the journey is you're gonna have to fuck it up in order to understand what you need to do better the next time.
That's what my parents said about having me.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Kidding.
Well, I'm happy you said it, none of us did. That would be fucking awkward. So now I'm taking the lighter purple. I'm gonna mix in the darker purple with the lighter purple to have a bit of a transition on it. And you could view this as a way where people are basically like where you would glaze in other instances. We're dry brushing this into position. Into position. Yummy.
Did you do the arm bit as well?
Yeah, so basically this entire area, you can just cut the model in half basically. And then you dry brush this entire area up until like this point where the light would stop shining.
Can you show the side?
Give me a second.
Sorry.
You've been forgiven. I don't know what for, but
Ah, okay.
did you fart into your microphone?
Almost, yeah.
Ah, okay, yeah, I understand then. So, let me zoom in for you. So I don't know if you can see this on camera, but
Yep.
the dry brush
Yeah.
basically moves into like over here.
I
A
wanna see
little
the-
bit on here as well.
Arm bit. Go a bit further down. Yes.
And you
Just on-
basically do
yeah,
the
just ahead
armpit,
of that.
armpit
Right.
up until like this spot. You can overbrush it a little bit with the darker tints, but don't try to go too far. Ja, verstehen Sie mich?
Okay.
Dave, if you're gonna start airbrushing.
I'm still working on the white.
Alright.
Just have to
Alright. Work, work.
work.
And it doesn't really matter if you touch other pieces of your model now, because you know all the colors that you've used to get to the color that is, or the colors on the model now. So if you fuck up, you can just correct it. If you paint on, like for example, the if you paint on his lightsaber, you can correct it by simply just adding the white back again, or the layers that you build up on basically. If you have a circular dry brush or cylindrical one, you can just press it into space as well to deposit more paint on the positions that you want in order to have it cover better. Oof. But basically, the closer you get to the hood surrounding the lightsaber, the more purple you want to deposit. Purple.
Mhm. Okay, so you want the dark brown reddish one.
And the other side is basically the same thing, but with the hull red, dark red, Dumble brown red, whatever red you've got going on. And remember, if you have any questions, just please do ask them, as we are now in the position where we can just, help each other out as we go. Yummy.
What is an easy way to paint up like cylindrical objects, like the lightsabers? I mean, if I touch my brush to it, you really see the brushstrokes of it.
Thinner
paint?
Thinner paint, or use a paint retarder.
Okay.
And that doesn't mean you hijack somebody off the street with Down syndrome. You're gonna just wanna use a medium called paint retarder, which will help you with the drying of the paint being slower, so you can work it for longer, basically.
Okay. Yeah.
Now I'll be grabbing a slightly smaller dry brush in a minute, so I can keep dry brushing and making sure that some of these transitions remain nice and sweet. If you don't have a smaller dry brush, you can also just try and glazing it into position. And this is also like a situation wherein it'll probably remain ugly until it's not ugly anymore, but that's also because we're doing it in smaller steps. And it doesn't really matter if you over dry brush now as well. This is also the reason why I wanted to start off with a dry brush, because the dry brushing can be very forgiving or horrendous if you don't really have like if we'd have the rest of the stuff painted in already, it would like transfer the dry brush onto the model, but it would look unnatural.
Ugly.
Yeah, butt fugly. Foobar. And also, if you guys feel like you need another way to start applying this, then please do. It's not like I have all the answers. This is just like looking at the model is my approach.
Are you not our master?
I am your master, and there will be horrible consequences if you do it your own way. But I'm not saying that because that would make me a bad cult leader / master.
Cult leader. But we are not a cult.
I knew it. Feel it fed at Wednesday.
We are not a cult. We just do everything he says.
That's the difference, man.
Bonko, you are so quiet, man. What the hell is going on? Are you alright? Are you just hyper focused?
I'm in meditation right now.
Nice. Okay, that's good. You do you.
I have never been in a chat with Bonko so quiet. It's almost scary.
Alright. This is me just hyper focusing. I just got paint on.
Scary when women are quiet.
So gender affirming.
What are you using to dry brush, Sift?
A dry brush brush?
Why the fuck am I hearing you dry brush?
What?
I am hearing you dry brush.
Maybe mouth breathing, but
Probably. Wouldn't surprise me in your case, to be
yeah.
fair. How's your illness? Are you feeling any better?
Yeah, a little bit more energy, but still goobered.
Goobered, bro. Fuck. Bye.
Okay. Hi.
Welcome back.
Okay. Somebody yeeted me out or something?
No?
Yes.
You just disconnected.
No, I wasn't disconnected. I was just kicked out.
Did you actually get kicked?
I don't know. I was
Is
yeeted
Ross-
out of
You
the server.
just got disconnected.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of Ross action.
I was gonna say Ross playing mind tricks.
Yeah. I do it on him as well sometimes, so.
Really? You disconnect the brother?
No. Just I do not disconnect him.
Just
The
kick
flavor
him.
I have is just to move him to another channel. Just when you see Ross chatting with somebody or two people, then just don't go in, but just drag him to another channel. So maybe this is payback.
You're Satan.
Okay.
The devil.
I don't know if you can see it now, but it should have a purple glow to it.
Yes, better.
It's very dark, and then on the other hand, it's brown reddish.
Yeah, that's good. So this means you have like an idea of where the light goes?
It's too much. Could it be?
I'm sorry, what?
My one, I think, is too much.
You need to use less paint.
Holy shit! Ah,
You need to use less paint, Bourbon.
Damn it.
That's not a problem. Continue as you are, but just for future reference.
Just black over it again. And start over.
No,
I
no,
was
no,
thinking
no,
of-
no, 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 starting over.
Hold on.
Just continue as you are. Like, I couldn't give this feedback to you if you didn't use so much paint. It's also not problematic, but in the end, you're gonna want to reach a certain effect, right?
Correct. Oh, I'm thinking about the last layer now. Maybe the brush is the wrong one I'm using.
No, it's
Right.
just it's
No.
literally too much paint. Like, I can see it on the image when you share it. Like the fact that the ledges brighten up, that is what is supposed to happen because those spots reflect the most light.
Nice, everyone. Oh shit.
What?
Everyone was like, oh shit.
What do you mean?
What?
As I showed my Darth Revan. Oh shit.
That was just down. Let's say that, I think.
Ah, okay. Yeah, he's big, so he speaks for everyone.
Ah, yes, he's very big.
Depends on what we are looking at.
The
Depends
two.
on how we're looking at it through a microscope or what.
Whoa.
Oh,
Oh,
you
no.
didn't. You beach.
Too easy. It was too easy.
Yeah, you kind of positioned the ball perfectly for Bonko to hit that
You,
one
you,
in.
you drag Bonko out of his hyperfocus.
Yeah.
just do that one.
Yeah.
With the dry brushing, basically what you're doing is you're building like layers of dry brushing. And that is the reason why at some point it will start looking like it's how you say a glow.
Hubert.
Un glow. Gerberd. That's a
Are you
bright.
already highlighting?
I am sorry?
Are you already making them brighter? Yeah.
Yeah, you're just gonna build up colors as you go. I'm gonna add a little dollop of pink. Because the lightsaber in the end will be a very bright pinkish purple. So basically, that's what we're trying to build towards. Have a little bit of visual interest. And again, if you feel like you want different colored lightsabers or whatever, just use the darkest within the tone of the color of your lightsaber. So if you're going green, you'll want a bright green, so on and so forth. And the same thing you're gonna do with the red. You're gonna build it up to, you're gonna keep building up the reds until it's fairly intense.
What is the final color going to be
What is
for
the
for the purples?
So what we're going to do is the
How high?
area around, immediately around the lightsaber. So we're gonna do it a purple pink type of color. So basically what we've done in the past with glazing and the like, you're gonna apply the same principles of having like color adjustments as you go within
So you
that.
get a bit of how is this called?
A gradient, basically.
Yeah. How do you call purple with pink? Is it like a bit of violet, something violetish?
Yeah, violet magenta-ish.
Yeah.
Pastel pink, pastel violet-ish. And again, if you feel like you want to apply a different technique to this, feel free to do so. I'm just trying to think of ways so everybody can, you know, join along and learn. Not everybody is at the same level. Try to respect that from one another. Duimgezicht.
I knew that one was coming. It's not like I'm the pro here.
True. I am also not a pro. I just work here.
Now would you be doing this as with like an airbrush? Would you have to cover up the lightsabers in order to like with an airbrush to do like the same, or?
Would be smart so you don't have to turn back. If you have masking tape or if you have masking putty, try to apply that.
Alright.
Because of the white undercoat, it should be quite forgiving.
White on the white undercoat on the sabers, you mean?
Yeah, because if you start applying a color to that, like a very bright pink, it'll actually come out very bright because the undercoat is yellow. Sorry, white. Jesus.
Oh, I was gonna say, what? Yellow? Did I miss something?
I brain farted hard.
So, but what would you be masking then? Like the model itself, or?
No, the lightsabers.
Oh, yeah, okay, lightsaber, okay. Yeah.
Le sabre de light, oui.
Oui, baguette, yeah.
So now I also start stippling around the hood, where the lightsaber is closest to his, because the shadows over here we'll probably have to paint in again. But basically what we're looking for is trying to get this area really bright as well, because the light is basically coming from all directions on this end. Because it's a circular object and the light source is within it, so.
So the drybrush, sorry, the drybrush you started with like the dark color, the dark purple on your wet palette, and you went up to from dark to light, basically.
So basically, if I look at my camera now, I have a dark purple with a black, which I mixed here.
Okay, yeah.
Dry brushed it on, and I kept adding purple to it to brighten up the purple. Then at some point, I went to a brighter purple that I have laying about. Mixed it in with this to transition. And then just a pure one of this. And now I'm mixing pink with the same purple to mix it back into a brighter purple. Or violet, or whatever.
And you're all mixing it with the dry brush?
No.
Okay, I was gonna say you mix it with a regular brush and then you apply it, like you dip in the dry brush and you unload it on the texture palette, I guess.
Correct.
Okay. And at some point you also just like dip in your dry brush in your wet palette or your what do you call it? Wet dampening pad. They call it, right?
Yeah, dampening pad. Correct.
Just to reactivate the
the paint a little bit. Correct, my man. Correct.
Correctamento.
So something like this?
Yes, but you've done the bright spots all over. And you kind of want to keep
I
it.
don't know. Maybe the lighting does, but like this piece is brighter than this.
Yeah, but with the
on
arm,
the front.
but I'm talking about the arm. So the region around the arm is very bright when you're in.
Hey, maar helemaal opnieuw.
So if you have a light source, for example, this light source is going up, which would mean that it should already be dampening due to the fact that there's like a hill type of deal going on here. But then this arm can never be as bright as this over here. It's basically when you shine a flashlight down a tunnel, you will never be able to see the end of the tunnel if it's long enough, correct?
Yes.
So if you apply that same principle to the shadows and to the light, then it should be that the area around here should be brightest, and everything outside of that should like fade in brightness. So it should become darker as you go, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's wide enough.
So when you look at him, the left lightsaber is going to be purple.
If you look at him, the left
Yeah.
lightsaber is going to be purple. Yes. Bonko.
Thank you.
Bonkolicious. And again, if you have any questions as we paint, just feel free to ask them. That's what these moments are for as well, just to have like a little bit of peace or quiet. So we can work on something that is either not Warhammer or one of the projects that you would always paint, basically. A little bit of challenge, you know, yummy, dog.
Definitely in my happy place right now.
Well, that is good to hear.
Your happy place?
Happy to peppy. Well, that's good to hear, Bonko. I don't think I've ever not heard you for so long.
Yeah, this has been very, very fun.
That's good to hear.
And this whole time I'm sort of just thinking about like color and tone and everything that I want to maybe experiment with.
Yeah, go ahead. Go nuts. Go
And I
crazy.
Yeah, I think I want to take it in sort of like an unusual take.
It's your model. All these lessons are is basically me trying to transfer anything that I've learned over the years to you guys, and you can apply it for yourself in a way that you feel comfortable with. That's the whole idea.
Thank you.
I really dislike the idea of telling you exactly what you do because you guys have knowledge in and of yourselves. Except when you prime the model white. When I say you should prime it black, then yeah, you're gonna have a headache, Bourbon Kid. But other than that, you can do whatever.
Sorry, I didn't get the last one.
That's good, man. I was just pulling your leg, brother.
You know what's kind of funny is like the more I look at this model, I kind of want to look at it as if like Bastila Shan like transitioned into Darth Revan, and like Bastila Shan themselves were Darth Revan, like some like alternate like trans like plot line or something, and like I know her clothes are like generally like in like the brownish red zone, and she has her yellow lightsaber and whatnot, so it's a very warm color palette. It's very like friendly and warm, and the more I think about it, like the more I kind of am like infatuated with that idea.
You do as you wish. It is your model. You've paid for it. You can do whatever you want with it. You can apply the same techniques and just change the colors, you know?
Yeah. But then again, I came this far with purple Revan, so
You can go yellow on the other side if you want. So this angle would be, like, yellow fits perfectly with the purple as well. It's even more complementary.
yeah.
So again, don't feel restrained by anything or whatever I say. I'm just trying to guide you guys along with what I would do with this model. This would be my approach, knowing that not everybody has an airbrush, not everybody has the knowledge. We are not on equal footing with knowledge, and I just, you know, if you run into something, then basically we can use the knowledge that I've obtained to help you guys along that path towards a model that you really enjoy painting up with the things that you've learned. It's like, it's not like a do this as I say it as you go. Like, if you want to use your airbrush, fucking use your airbrush. I'm not using an airbrush. That's the only difference.
Beep boop.
So now, looking at the model, I feel like I need to grab a regular brush and paint the area behind the lightsaber, as I feel the dry brush will not reach that. So that's what I'm going to be doing now, to make sure that that color is already the same color as the outer layers, and then I'll just keep building up. And it's basically like, if we do not finish this model tonight, then the same applies for this end over here, but then the brightest spot will be this here on the hood, this area. And this edge, but you're also going to dry brush the inside of the hood over here, because it doesn't catch purple light, so anything that goes that way should be dark reddish. And just some simple things about like light in general is it always goes in a straight line. So basically what you've got, if you're looking at the top of this model, you have like a halo effect going out from the ring, which is always circular because this thing is basically a cylinder, which means that any light source functions the same regardless of distance, and it's always in a straight line. So if the light goes out from here, then the red stops about over here. And looking from here, you could add a little bit of red across the, like half his hood, and blend it in a little bit. But this part should be less red because it would catch more purple light coming from this angle.
I'm happy that you're recording the lessons.
Yeah, it's all good, man. And try not to go back and fix things now. Do it.
No, I'm not going back.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you're free to do so, but my advice with model painting is just make the mistakes so that whenever feedback comes, you can get as pure feedback as is possible. Because
I was fixing.
Sorry?
I was fixing the arm.
Well, I mean, you do you, but in the end, it's easier to give you full-on feedback, and then you can do like a restoration session full on without like having to go back to pieces.
If you look at it now, is it better?
Yes.
Right.
Like the Chinese in general had very good ideas about learning. The whole wax on, wax off by Mr. Miyagi as well from Karate Kid is also like a very good lesson in just basic techniques. And at some point stuff needs to become part of your arsenal. And I really like the idea of an analogy of learning to ride a bike. You will scrape your knee, you will hurt, it will be fucking annoying, but then at some point in your life, you'll be cycling so fast you'll drive your bike into the side of a car of a random stranger. That was standard. Oh, you don't know this duimgezicht, but I had an accident today.
You had an accident?
Well, I didn't have the accident. I was in a car. I couldn't give two shits, but a cyclist drove their bike into the side of my car, which was standing there for a little while already.
Lol. Does that make it more worse yet? Now?
What?
Did I make more worse now?
I'm sorry?
Yeah, that one I'm...
That's a way.
Is it?
Did I make it more worse?
Did you make it worse?
Yeah.
No, not necessarily. It looks good, to be fair.
Okay.
It's getting lighter, yeah.
Yeah. If I were you, I'd just continue now, Bourbon. With a bonus.
Okay. Okie dokie.
So now I'm gonna grab that color that I made and I'm gonna just paint it on in this region over here. Ooh, sorry about that.
Behind the saber.
Behind the saber, because this should be like one of the brightest areas. And the area around it has been painted up already with a dry brush. Just make sure to weigh your paints a little bit so you don't overdo it and that transition looks good. And try not to go beyond the shadow lines as well. And it's better to keep adding layers, so thin your paints, dilute them properly. And if it dries up, it should transition nicely into the dry brushes that we did on the outside. But it is kind of weird how there's folds over folds, because I don't think this is a natural occurrence, right? A fold in a fold.
Foldception.
That's a little exaggerated.
Yeah. I'm also painting a bit along the fold lines just to make sure that the colors are in place. The couleur. And behind the hood we'll probably have to paint some on there, but you know what it is. We just do that, right? And as you paint, make sure to also like touch up some spots that would catch light but didn't get caught by your dry brushing. And for now, I'm just gonna leave it as is. I'm going to brighten this up more, but as I'm painting this now, I'm basically feeling like I'm gonna just need to use a brush for that. So I'm just gonna switch to red now. Or the dark brown, whatever. Whatever. I'm sorry, I had to sneeze there. We're gonna continue on for 15 minutes longer, just so, you know, catch up for the time. Because 2 hours have already passed.
Will reddish brown work also?
Reddish brown also works. I myself am using this one, Hull Red.
Okay. I'm gonna try that.
Sorry.
Gesundheit!
It's like the fucking 5th time already. I've been muting my mic the entire time. Sorry. Sorry about that. Also, the reason why I chose to dry brush this is basically the idea that there's a lot of fine ridges and ledges already on the model. Because when I said 12 centimeters, I honestly didn't expect it to be this big. It's an oopsie from my end.
I made it as big as Hancock.
Yeah, I think that would have been better for me as well, but hey. Sometimes you win some, sometimes you dim some.
Otherwise, if you give this one away, somebody is getting a gigantormous one.
Most likely, yeah.
Yeah. So it isn't that bad, I guess.
Probably not. If you're dry brushing the insides of the cloak, like the hood, make sure to brush from inside like the mask area towards the outer edges so you don't cross the purple too much.
Yeah, already smeared on my
Smeared.
sword. So I will redo them in a bit.
Swords doesn't really matter. You just want to make sure that you don't dry brush over the purple too much.
No, the purple is fine. Just the white is a little bit fucked up now.
Yeah. But that's the reason why you basically just put in the basics and then go from there. What's the basics, yeah? Because we're missing one day, if you guys want to do another evening this week, just painting together, just let me know.
How is this red part coming along, Brush? It looks a bit brown on camera, but it's more red if
Looks
you look
good,
into it.
looks good. You brightened up the closer to the blade, right?
Yeah, so like the side of the hood?
Yeah.
Really, it's done with this, so it's
Nice, yeah.
it's really red. But on the black, and I put it from my wet palette and dip it down before I apply it, so it's a little bit dulled down, so it's not super bright, but you can definitely see it's red. Yes.
Cool. Oh, sorry for all the noises. All of a sudden I had a sneeze attack.
Allergy?
No, not allergy. Probably just something floated in my nose.
Okay.
Dave,
Yeah.
have you started airbrushing yet, or?
No. I'm trying the dry brush variant. I might try the.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dave likes dry brushing, so he doesn't mind.
Well, I've got some new brushes, so I gotta test them out, right?
Ooh.
Look at this man, fancy pants.
Oh, you know I got them.
Obviously.
Obviously.
If you want, you can use the airbrush to strengthen the transitions later down the line.
Yeah, I might try the other side. I'm doing the purple with a dry brush now. I might do the red with a airbrush.
Nice.
Just to test out both ways and see
Nice,
if I can
man.
get it done.
Nice, mate.
Oh, it's mate.
Wonko, you doing good?
Yeah, I think I'm kind of trying to like think of this as like a. I don't enjoy dry brushing really, so I'm just gonna do things painting with but it's just me. It's just me. It's not a critique on anybody. It's just.
Don't apologize. Do as you said. But I'm just curious. Like, what are you trying to do? And if you need any help, just let me know.
I think I want to have. This is obviously going to be purple, but I want to do like maybe a magenta, and on the other lightsaber, just only because I'm thinking like it's Pride Month and I want to change it up. I want something about this to like. There just aren't a lot of queer stories in Star Wars, and it's pretty problematic like compared to like Star Trek and stuff. So,
Cool.
just thinking. As much as I love Darth Revan and all of it, I wanna queer it up a bit. So
Yeah, go
I'm thinking maybe I really want to envision this Darth Revan as if it was like Bastila Shan, who like transitioned into like into a guy, and what that would mean for the story. And how she would keep her color of her clothing, and how that would translate onto this model of him.
Cool.
So,
yeah, just do as you want. If you have any questions about any of the steps we're going through, or if you have like an idea that you want to execute, just let me know.
Hell yeah.
Might not get an answer though. No, I'm joking.
It's okay.
No, I'm joking.
Well, it's funny because I really love like. I think I have an idea. I think I want to go with the clothing. I think I want to go from like a bright yellow into like a orange, into like a red, into a magenta, into a black. In the highlight areas and the shadows, I think I want to go like directly from yellow to magenta to blue. And just sort of also see how that translates to the back of the cloak too. So I have a couple of weird ideas. And of course her outfits were like much more like light side, like brighter, you know? So I think I might brighten it up a bit. But I'll keep the lightsabers yellow because she had a yellow double-sided lightsaber in the video game. So yeah, that's my plan.
The only issue on my end is I do not have any. I've watched Star Wars once or twice, and it never made a real impact on me. So I'm not familiar with most of the lore.
You fucking goober.
That's fine. Basically
fine.
in the video game, Revan there's sort of these like main sort of characters in the game, and Revan was one, Bastila Shan was another, and Bastila I'll just put some stuff in the side chat. She
Sure.
She had a yellow double-sided lightsaber, and it was kind of crazy because this was like soon after Darth Maul was shown in the films in 1999, so it really I don't know. First time you could have a double-sided lightsaber in a video game, and it's just kind of cool.
I also feel Darth Maul is one of the coolest characters in those universes.
Yeah.
What was the Star Wars game that went out? Is it like that you play like Revan?
Knights
Yeah,
of
with
the
the-
Old Republic, I believe Revan is one of the antagonists.
Yeah, right.
No?
Well,
There was like a Star Wars
yeah,
game
in
that
a
was
way.
really hyped.
Yeah, Knights of the Old Republic was, all that jazz.
And you play with your double-sided stuff, and you just slap everything down. Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
It's whatever
If
I
you-
do. It happens whenever I pull out my double-sided sword. Slap everything.
Hell yeah. So here was
Oh, okay.
that was her, and there's also like here's like a female version of Revan, for instance. But
Darth Revan is female?
no. Well, okay, so
Oh,
so
yeah. I remember now. I
spoilers
remember
for the
now.
video game story. You can choose male or female, and the
Okay.
large, like the plot twist in all of this is that Darth Revan is you.
Yeah, you discover this by the end of the game, right? That you're actually
Yeah.
the bad guy. That is a good guy. That was a bad guy. That
Yeah.
was that went bad guy. That went good guy.
Exactly. And there's this Darth Malak who's also in the game, and you kind of end up fighting him and whatnot. So
Darth Malik.
yeah. Oh, this is a nice one.
If you look at the cinematics from the games, oh, dude, the cutscenes and everything, my god.
Good tennis.
Yeah, dude, if you look at it now, it's still fucking good. Graphic-wise, quality-wise, it's insane, man.
Yeah.
Are they going to make a remake of this game ever, do you think? Or
There've been multiple attempts. They actually sued a bunch of like folks for making it on like, you know, restoring it basically, and then they said they were going to do it and then they didn't, and there's a lot of bullshit around it, which is such a shame. But yeah, everybody's kind of hoping they do.
I've been listening to
No.
full-on reviews from Dragon Age. Don't know if you ever played that game.
Oh yeah.
And I, just by looking at those reviews, I remember how much fun I had playing those games. Like, even the worst ones in the series were pretty good still. And I'm kind of missing that how you say this level of passion for an RPG.
I unfortunately never played Dragon Age, but I remember like Dragon Age Origins was like huge, and even looking at them now, I look at it and it's like the same level of like stuff as like BG3 in a way, but it's more of like a action RPG somehow, or not an ARPG, but maybe like you've got more like the combat is much more like traditional MMOE in a way, like very like, yeah, I don't explain it, but it looks great. It looks so good, and I've been thinking about it too. I've been thinking that Dragon Age would probably be a really good game for my mom to get into.
I think it's Dragon Age Inquisition. If I remember correctly, that was the third one in the series. There was like characters in the beginning where you're like, oh my god, what a fucking wino, yada yada yada, and then down the line the character develops and they share their true story and you're like, what the actual fuck?
That's so cool.
I posted a picture of the red side in the chat.
Very nice. I like it. I like the
better.
sharp edges on the bright red.
Yeah, I did I did the bright red with a brush.
Yeah, good.
Not dry brush, but just a regular
Regular
brush.
brush, yeah, good.
Yeah, just dull it down and like stripe it a little bit on. And
Struipen.
It just gives it a little bit more hue.
Yeah, I understand. Huawei?
Huawei, yeah.
Huawei and the Huawei.
Do you think it needs more?
War. I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm quite happy actually.
If you're
I
happy,
don't
you
think
know
I
it,
want to touch it.
then leave it for tonight, to be fair.
Me quite likey.
Getting tempted to kind of hit this with an airbrush, maybe.
Do it.
What you could do, in order to make the best use of your airbrush in this situation, is dry brush it or apply the paints as you are applying them, and then use the airbrush to blend in the colors a little bit better and then bring in the highlights a little bit better. Were you there when I painted that model this morning on stream?
I was not. No. Did you use airbrush on that in the end?
Yeah, let me show you.
I'll have to look at the VOD.
There's no VODs on my channel. I don't do VODs.
Oh yeah. No evidence.
So basically what I did with this one is, you see all this like dirty skin or dirty paint around her face? So what I did with this one is basically I did the undertones by just stippling it really hard with green and dark red.
Mhm.
And then I airbrushed on her skin color, and I will keep brightening that up. So you always have like these shadows with a greenish, reddish tint that adds a little bit of mystery to the skin tone, and not have it like a flat color. And the paint is basically applied with like a glaze consistency.
Ooh, I like. Yeah, I want to try that. I want to try that blending stuff with airbrushes. I'll do that.
So just be sure to thin your paints really, really well, almost like you're applying a glaze, to make sure that you don't overdo it too much, or if you feel like you're if you feel like you need a little bit more control over something new that you're trying, if you're not doing too much paint, you can just keep adding slowly. It's like salt. You can keep adding salt to a meal, but you can't take it out of it.
Can't take it away. Yeah. Word. I love how you relate a lot of your painting process to like cooking as well, because I know you have a lot of love for cooking and stuff and food. As do I, and I find that that's that kind of like thinking about process is so important.
I also feel like using metaphors to explain painting stuff makes it a little bit easier to grasp.
Yes.
And if you really, really, really want to brighten up the reds and the purples, you can always use an ink, as they are very, very heavy in pigments and very low on I'm gonna add one more layer and then I'm gonna call it a night, at least paint wise. Tomorrow I got a long day as well, so.
Is the red too pinkish now?
A little bit, yeah. Did you add white to that mixture?
A little bit, yeah. But maybe it's because I'm working with the pigments, so...
So, did you start off with a brown, or you're using the Chimera paints,
yeah,
right?
no, the Chimera paints, yeah. I started with, it's called red oxide. It's a reddish brown.
Yeah.
And then I continued with the red and tried to lighten it up with...
Yeah, okay. So for next time, did you mix the oxide with the red before applying the red, purely?
Yes.
Okay. It might be that your light is too bright as well. Like the levels to where the edges are, it looks good. But at some
Yeah.
point, it looks pink.
Okay. Yeah.
But
That's
that
true.
might be the camera. Because now it looks good.
No, it's really pink.
Yeah, and that's what white does, to be fair, when you start playing that.
Yeah. But again, too much color, no? On the brush. In my case.
A little bit. A little bit. I think you need to apply a little less paint.
Okay.
Are you using the texture palette?
Yeah.
The Artis Opus brushes?
No, I have the brushes from Abteilung 502.
Okay. Can you show those brushes?
The small brushes. This one.
Okay, so I can already tell that you put on the paint too thick because it is... Look at my brush. To where the paint is.
Oh, yeah. You just want
Okay.
to tip the hairs just to in.
Yeah, I tip only the here, and it soaks up till here.
And your
So-
paint isn't dry enough.
Then your paint is too wet.
Do you wet your paints on the palette before applying it to the dry brush?
Yeah, because the Chimera paints are very thick.
Yes, but you want them thick when you're dry brushing.
Oh, damn it.
But it doesn't matter. What you want to do now, though, is go clean your brush before the pigment's dry.
Okay.
Yeah, otherwise your brush is fucked.
Okay.
But yeah, I appreciate you just doing now and asking questions when you've done it, because this makes it much easier to explain to you what went wrong,
Yeah, yeah.
even though it is not fun.
The first few lessons are never fun.
Yeah, Duimgezicht actually went to bed crying after our first two one-on-ones.
Yeah.
I for that I know Dammgesicht too long. So you can't shock me. You can't shock me.
He cries every time you guys sit in the VC, right?
No. Dammgesicht is really cool. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Mhm.
Only on
Sometimes.
only on Wednesdays.
No. Especially when he loves to share big things.
Oh, that's private, man.
I don't say nothing. But his OnlyFans account is really good.
Nice.
It's with my OnlyFans account?
No,
Duimgezicht's OnlyFans account.
Dammgesicht.
No, Dime's OnlyFans account competes with mine for best content?
Yeah, no.
Yes,
Not,
it
it's
definitely
not even,
does.
It's not even close, man. Duimgezicht is like...
Yeah.
Man.
I mean, you're
No,
hot,
no.
cushy and all, but Duimgezicht is like way out there.
Mwah. He's like
I believe that. I believe that.
Frikandel Matthias.
I don't know what that means, but I believe you.
Something with the frikandel. Yeah.
Something with the freaking devil.
Matthias, you don't know Matthias?
I don't know which Matties.
No, Matthias. It's not a name. It's fish dinner, is it? It's herring. I don't know what
Yeah,
it's called
herring,
in
yeah.
Herring?
herring. In with onions and oil.
Oh, that is.
Ah,
I think that's like a Jewish delicacy, isn't it? Like a Jewish German thing.
Probably.
Because I know, for Ukrainian Christmas, we have something very similar. So we go to the Jewish deli and pick it up there because it's really good.
Which
And
Christmas?
it's like just like fish, yeah, like old calendar Christmas. And we just pick that up and we eat it. It's so good because you're not supposed to have meat, but you can have fish. But like, Not that our family is religious. Or
I
anything.
like fish too.
I
You can't have meat, but you can have fish. Okay.
Catfish is good.
Kibbeling.
Yeah, it's basically deep fried battered fish. Like the English always like act very cool that they have fish and chips, but it holds no fucking.
Yeah. Come over here and get wrecked.
Where is here?
Holland.
Holland? You guys have like, it's better? Fuck y'all, come over there.
It is so good. I'm not gonna lie. It's so juicy.
Holland is a nice country.
For sure.
Yeah.
For
Germany
sure.
isn't.
Yeah, that's true.
I will come visit because Kaha invited me to Contrast next year.
In Bolland.
So I'm gonna make a whole Euro trip.
When?
I guess this time next year.
This time next
I'm
year,
also,
okay.
I'm also gonna go to Europe anyway to get my face done. So I don't know when that'll be, but
What is actually going to be done?
my whole face.
This is so weird doing this like mirrored on fucking. So yeah, for those of you with airbrushes, if you want to transition these reds a little bit better and make the black in between the folds a little bit redder to complement the glow, you can just dilute a red paint very much and then spray it on softly. Make sure to skip underneath the hood because that should be pure black.
Dave, don't ejaculate.
So basically anything that comes from like this angle, so looking at the light coming from this direction, it should be black. Anything that goes still in that direction should be a little bit red. I can show you guys with an airbrush real quick if you want.
Yeah,
sure.
Do it. Do it.
Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna clean my dry brush then.
Show off.
It'll maybe require some cleaning afterwards of the purple end, but it's kinda, they kinda can blend over a little bit because the light is, you know, exactly that. Light.
Aziz light.
And also, I also wanted to say, if you guys have any feedback for like after the lessons, feel free to either DM me or put it in the classroom chat. Or any suggestions.
Can we have less germ now?
I can go if you want.
It's like, alright, I'm out.
Bourbon is my limit. If scrap
Also,
metal comes in here, I'm fucked.
Make
I'm
sure
going
to
to invite him.
also make sure to really clean your airbrushes after using, or the dry brushes after you use red on them, because red is very heavily pigmented.
Yeah, I figured that one. Fucking hell, man.
Fucking hell, mate.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna just deep clean these in a minute.
Deep clean them.
Deep
Just
clean.
from curiosity, what does airbrush cost for a beginner? A good one.
Airbrush
Good
in
one?
and of
I
itself.
spent like 300.
Like
I
what?
did
Like an
too.
airbrush in and of itself? Like the airbrush?
No, when you want to start airbrushing as a beginner, how much you should invest or which brand you should buy?
Full package, so airbrush, compressor, and something to ventilate the room. You're looking at like between 250 and 400 euros.
Okay.
which is still
It's
doable.
doable.
But
Yeah.
then you also, for that money, you buy something that will last you a bit longer if you treat it correctly. See, that's the thing with airbrushes. It can be very sensitive. Did I turn it on or off? It's off. Wait, what the fuck?
Dave,
Darth?
that was your cue. He's fucking up, so he was
I'm
like,
not
what the
fucking
fuck?
up.
So,
You're fucking
did I
up.
turn it on? Did I turn it off?
Listen, I ain't goddamn Maddie, okay? Leave me alone.
I'm an
Well,
overpaid
I was-
first help supporter, so yeah.
Yeah, I was expecting my overpaid first help supporter to say, did you turn it on and off? But nothing came.
So, what I will be doing, acrylic thinner, fiddle. So I use AK acrylic thinner. Probably not readable, but you know, fucking deal with it for now.
Why?
Then I add this a little
Oh, you,
bit.
you mix it in a cup or in the cup itself.
Yeah,
Wow.
this is ink, so
Ah,
ink can be busted through here like pure as well. It's so thin, but really highly pigmented. Then I have demineralized water just in a squirt bottle, and I filled that cup as well. Fill a little
what's the
bit.
purpose of water and thinner? Isn't that the same?
Thinner is
idea?
just fucking
No, it's a chemical.
Water is fucking like the thinner is expensive for what you buy, and the water basically helps dilute it. And the thinner for me oils the needle so it doesn't dry up easily.
Alright.
And then wie just 1,
That's the button.
2, maybe 3.
What you be?
And then what I always do, because I don't know if this is the this is not maybe not the dilution you're looking for. So I backflow it into the cup.
Yeah, mine can't backflow because it's like a crown. No, it's not a crown head. But mine has.
And then I basically test it on my arm, how strong it applies. Dry it. It's quite light, as you can see. Still very transparent on my hand.
I see nothing. Ah, here, no.
The
Okay.
red, still. And then what you can do is basically just spray it onto the model. Don't be too hefty on it, because you're basically trying to add like a filter layer onto the blacks and blend the red together a bit more. And with an airbrush, it is perfect because you can basically just aim it from the angle that the light would be coming, and just respect that in that manner.
You have a thin needle though, don't you? Like 0.2,
Yeah,
0.15, or
I believe this is the 04.
0.4? Okay.
Yeah, this is the 04. And because I'm using an ink, it's basically a like see-through filter almost what you're getting. So it won't be noticeable immediately, but you can build up the layers slowly and blend in the black.
It almost makes no noises, huh?
No.
Yeah, it does, but it's doable.
Should hear like a purr, like a little purr, you know?
Yeah, the ones, the compressors we use at work, they are really loud.
Yeah, this is another level of that.
You can also blend it a bit onto the purple as well.
I have one of those big compressors in my shed as well. If I put it on, the whole neighborhood will be awake.
Okay.
goes to 10 bars or something, but oh damn.
So Dave, if
What
you're
I know.
not really confident with the airbrushing, just make sure that your paint is really diluted, and it will basically be a how you say this, a filter that you push across the model.
Yeah. How would you go about with spraying it in layers? Would you just like take the darkest color within your airbrush and apply the first layer, and then like thin it down or something, or like add lighter colors in between the mixture? If I wanted to do it fully with an airbrush, that is.
So if I do it fully with an airbrush, I basically like follow the pattern as is, like we did with an airbrush, but then basically do the same thing, and then try to respect the flow lines of the light.
Yeah.
So which in this case, the up top, you can at final point do like a very thin line up to like here, up to like here, to brighten it up.
Yeah, but I mean, how would you go about mixing your paints? Would you do like each gradient of color? Would you just like mix it within a little cup or something, and before dumping it in your airbrush, or would you just take the darkest color?
I would just
and just lighten it up within your spraying cup.
Yeah, just pick different colors. I don't know if you have airbrush colors in and of themselves, but
yeah, I got a few, just not any purple-ish colors, but that's okay. I can mix some. Suppose I have a. Oh, I actually do have purple, red, and orange. All right, cool. Bloody red. It's gonna be amazing.
You can prep them up beforehand if that's what you think is comfortable.
Yeah, okay. I'll figure it out sometime. If I have the time this week, rest of the week.
Make the time.
Yeah, maybe. If I can, actually.
See, and now you can also see like there's a slight glow on his hood from the airbrush.
If the red, you mean?
For some reason it won't really focus, but if you look here, there's like a small ledge that's red. And if you look at the back, there's a small red U on the ledge as well.
Yeah.
And that's how you can complement the dry brush, basically. Yeah?
Yeah.
And the best thing is just consider this the light source, the lightsaber. So you're always spraying from the lightsaber's angle. That would make it just easier.
Yeah. What's that, Bourbon? I see Artis Opus.
Artis Opus.
Artis Opus.
There you go. And you can do the same thing with the purple and use a maroon or whatever.
Yeah.
If you are not feeling confident about it, just dilute your paints enough so that you don't like overspray immediately like you did with Hancock. That is also not a jab, that is generally advice that...
Yeah, I know.
But that would be it for tonight. If you want to proceed this, try and make the brightness of the red and the purple pop up more. And maybe lay down the metallics on the armor. And yeah, we'll continue next Monday.
Alright.
Thank you.
I'm not going to be in here next Monday, but I'll catch up through video footage.
Yeah, sure. And in the meanwhile...
This week?
Going off vacation, so I'm not going to be home.
On the vacation.
On vacation, going to Belgium.
Belgium.
That's not a vacation.
It is. Going away for 5 days. And we're driving there on Saturday and coming home on Wednesday, so...
Nice. Ardennes or?
No, it's like a Center Parks. Not sure which one actually.
It's funny. The Germans drive from here to Holland for going to Center Parks, and the
Yeah,
Dutch
waste
drive
of
to
money.
Belgium.
No, we've been to all of them in the Netherlands already, so we're actually crossing the border right now.
I was never in a Center Park, never.
Oh, my girlfriend likes it. Like,
How is it in there? Is it like they show in the TV that you have a feeling like in the Caribbean, or
No.
no.
no? Okay, I was never in there.
I mean, it's fun. They have like a great swimming pool. I mean, it's great. It's like a, what do you call it? Don't know the name.
Also,
Tropical.
one more thing about the model. It might not look really good right now, but just give it time. It'll come together once we get towards the finished product.
I'm not stressing.
It was fun doing this, man. I was looking forward to painting this guy. So I'm looking forward to next Monday again. Especially now Dave is on holiday. I'm going to deep clean my brushes. So, my dry brushes. So I'll be leaving here for now. I love you all.
How are you
Hi,
deep cleaning?
Brushy.
Basically just with
Nighty night.